statement I was referring to, and I want to refer Council to page 5, but in the red cycle is 264 in the index.
So who is the person?
My Lord, fellow Matthew did not establish the name of the person, but he explained in his statement that incident, which was being treated as threat towards Omujjulizi.
Did you establish under what circumstance you left the camp?
Yes, my Lord. According to Fellow Matthew, he had intended to stand as a constituency member of parliament for Ochero constituency.
Which constituency member
Ochero.
Show you his resignation letter?
He did not show me, but he told me he resigned.
Did you inquire whether he had resigned?
Very much he told me, by the time he left, he had not resigned, but he resigned later because the general manager, who is A1, and the director, they normally call him chairman, A1, had wanted him to formalize.
You told this court that you visited the office of the deceased in court.
Yes, in SARS.
The SARS. So, and is that the place where Okelo Matthew used to work?
SARS, at the time of visiting, was the seat of Pentagon Security Company as the office. I did not inquire from Okelo whether the Pentagon was first somewhere else, but at the time I visited,
yes,
it was at SARS. And as far as I know, it's where Okelo used to work.
Did you inquire into the records of the company?
My Lord, we retrieved some documents for the company, and as far as their legal operations are concerned, it was legally registered.
Yes, it was legally registered.
Yes.
Did you look at the staff list?
I need to refer to the document of registration of the company to be sure, but the fact is we retrieved the documents of registration and its legal operation.
I'm asking, did you access the staff list, yes or no?
We retrieved some staff list,
Which one did you retrieve?
the one for deployment of staffs.
Okelo Matthew revealed to you that he saved the deceased from being, from whatever threat, from one of the guards when they were at the point of deployment, correct?
My Lord, I want to set this record right. I told court that when I interviewed Pamela, she said Colonel Matthew was the one who rescued the deceased. And I requested court to allow me to refer to the statement of Colonel Matthew to know, verify the name as counsel had asked. But I was intending to refer to the statement of Colonel Matthew on the role he played in as far as the alleged rescue is concerned. But I didn't say Colonel Matthew said he rescued.
And you had several leads, right?
Very true.
Now you have a lead in the Pamela statement, page 3.
Yes.
You have it there? Pamela. At page 3, somewhere, you had read it.
Yes.
He told you,
Yes, page 3.
yes, I'm saying, you are looking for, you had several leads.
Yes.
This is one of the leads now.
True.
In the interest of time, at page 3, Pamela is saying, she was told by Okelo
Yes.
that she rescued the deceased when they had gone for deployment.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Now we are asking 2 questions. One, who is this guard? And you are saying you don't know the guard, correct?
Yes.
Yes. My next question is, where was he going to deploy? Which location did you establish?
My Lord, Pamela was giving information of what Okelo Matthew told her, and I took trouble to get Okelo Matthew
Yes.
to get his own version of the story. And I have a statement recorded by Okelo Matthew talking about that aspect.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
He did you those?
He was a driver, and he only came into a situation in the course of moving with the deceased in the same vehicle as they were doing their routine inspection.
Did you understand my question? I asked you
Yes.
whether Okelo Masi was a driver or a guard or a deploying officer. This incident happened when they were for deployment. Where was he dropping this guard? Or where was he picking this guard? Or where was this guard located? Or where did this incident happen? Did you establish?
My Lord, Okelo Matthew told me the incident happened at Arua Park.
Did you establish the location itself? Arua Park is big.
They told me there was a place in Arua Park they used to deploy. That's where they had gone for routine supervision.
Pejeni Kerawa Park in Kerawa Park yala in America Kuenet, waiting Kanura, Tidamayo in Okero.
Did you inquire how many guards were to be deployed there?
There were 2 guards, my Lord.
Yes. Now that there were 2, that means you know their names, correct?
My Lord, I was not the one there, but it was Okelo Martin who had gone there. And by the time of getting his statement, he had also left the company, so he did not tell me the names.
Brother Jacob, try to be truthful in our profession. How long ago had Okelo Masi left the company when you interrogated him?
My Lord, that's why I was insisting that I refer to the statement of Okelo Masi, because that's the day it was recorded.
You have everything.
If God allowed, because I can't refer to that.
Indeed, he's a liar. Yeah, indeed you are a liar.
No, I
Yes, we ask you.
No, please.
My Lord, this statement was recorded on 1st of October, the year was 2021, and I recorded it from Dokolo Chioga Resort, where I met Okelo Matthew, where I made an appointment to meet him, and it was after the election was done. So by that time, he had really left the company to go and contest.
Eno kwa mano statement Okelo ni enesho ngachele mapar masumia kero chel mono do kolokana mari hotel or mono ni chowe resort. I don't want to Okelo ya web to your board or what chum.
Okay, Jacob. Yesterday you told us you investigated this case with a list. With several officers, including Semanda, Kali who died. If you can recall those ones, how come that you can't recall what happened?
My Lord, I was not at Arua Park, that's what I want to answer. But in my investigation, I followed leads. And one of the leads, Fellow Charles. And the time this incident happened and the time I took over the investigation, a number of months had elapsed. So I got the version of Fellow Charles to corroborate with what Pamela had earlier stated as part of my investigation following leads.
Hold on. Even if you had gone to Arua Park,
Those guys were no longer there because they had already left the company.
Yes.
when you went to the offices of Pentagon, did you establish, because you already had something in mind, that during the course of deployment, something fishy was about to happen or would happen with the guards? Did you look at, I don't know how I can describe it, but did you look at the deployment book
My Lord,
or register?
were given some extracts of deployment book.
Yes. Now, with those extracts, did you establish who was deployed on that fateful day?
My Lord, I wanted to take God through what I got from Okelo Matthew. That made me not to. I did. Because it was not building me.
That's enough.
It
You
was
did, right?
building on my evidence.
Please answer it.
Am I right to say, now that you did not look at the deployment request for that specific date, you even don't know the date?
My Lord, I don't know.
When Pentagon security deploy guards, they will be just wherever they will be deployed.
My Lord, I'm very well aware that deployment always indicates locations. From Pentagon, we got extract of deployment of areas which we are interested in the course of investigation.
Wouldn't it have been your interest
It could have been,
to know people who are these? Did it have been your interest as an intelligent investigating officer?
my Lord, it would have been my interest if it was added value to the case.
Okay. What was the scope of the investigations towards this incident?
My Lord, the alleged threat towards the deceased at Arua Park really actually did not happen as I was made to know by Pamela. But there was a quarrel between the two guards themselves.
Yes, that's what I'm talking. I'm not talking about Pamela. I'm talking about this threat. Look here, this is you have to be professional here.
Yes.
This is a guard.
Yes.
He's armed.
Yes.
Correct? This is his superior. The deceased was a superior, correct?
Yes.
This incident happened in the field, not at the office. Correct? You did not even establish how many people were in that truck or in that deployment, correct? Did you?
My Lord, there were only two.
Fine. Did you establish from the two what was the motive of that, whatever threat? Did you?
I did.
Forget about the driver, because you said this was just the driver. Forget about the driver, but he rescued. These are two guys.
My Lord, the two would have been the deceased and the driver. And the deceased is no longer there, or was not there to be interviewed. I got from the driver.
He's asking you about the two guys. Did you interview them?
My Lord, I did not trace them.
Am I right to say, for reasons best known to you, you failed that need?
I did it. I didn't.
You didn't fail that need.
I didn't fail.
Tell us your success.
My success was in saving time and cost and going for the person who was mentioned as being present at the time before I look for those ones who were mentioned to have threatened, because that would be the lead.
So you
Because
said,
I could not jump to look for the two before I could get information from the ones who were there to ascertain whether actually there was threat or not.
Government had a problem with facilitating you to investigate this case.
My Lord, we work through budget and through schedules.
Now,
Yes, my Lord.
Okay, Bwana Jacob, let me take you back to the company.
My Lord, I only interest myself in the
Just say yes or no.
administration. I didn't know the number.
No, kwenye bank ni au company ni kuchoye ya lati. Bali ya dini choye.
Did you establish the number of employees?
My Lord,
wait. For the record, what this does he know how many licenses?
Yes, you didn't know it operates.
Licenses for operation.
Operation. Did you know the number? Did you establish the number of the employees?
my Lord, I may not precisely recall.
Say yes or no.
I cannot recall that.
Oriented for you have a TV company.
Did you establish the number of the guards?
That one also I can recall.
Did you establish the ownership of the company?
Yes, my Lord. My Lord, A1 was the deceased, was holding a share in the company, 20%. My Lord, that's what I discovered.
Was there any conflicts between the owners of the company?
Yes, my Lord, I discovered there were issues.
Between, as far as the operations are concerned, what were the issues?
My Lord, the issues I discovered, one was the reporting format of the juniors. The junior staff reporting to the owners, as I also earlier indicated that others were so close to and reporting direct to the chairman than to the managing director. I also established that the managing director, though owning shares in the company, was not getting payment. I also established that issues of finances was strictly in the hands of the chairman, and in case of any errant behavior on the side of the guards or other workers, the chairman's words sorts it all. So the managing director had little or minimal influence on it. Yeah, those issues brought rift between the shareholders.
During the course of investigations, did you propose any information that there was someone interested in buying this company?
My lord, I did not.
Now I want to take you back from the date you received this file. Is there a calling letter in that file?
So,
Is there a complaint in that file?
I don't see a complaint.
How did that file go to Kabaragala? I mean from Kabaragala to the headquarters. Now you told this court that immediately you got this file, you had a case conferencing.
Yes.
And you invited A1.
We conferenced.
Yes. Now that you said during the conferencing, you were with the one Okelo Charles.
Yes.
How did Okelo Charles come into this?
My lord, Okelo Charles walked into office together with A1.
This court, that at the time you received this file, A2 had been arrested, had been picked from A1's place, correct?
Yes.
Now, in your statement, look at page 1 of your statement. The original statement, you have two statements. The first one,
Page?
page 1, in the middle somewhere there, where they're talking about when you received this matter, from your experience, you formed an opinion.
Yes.
Are you there? On the best of your experience, anything to do with the murder, disappearances, in Munyonyo,
Is this still on page 1, Council?
that's your statement. I'm trying to save time to summarize what you say. You said that anything to do with murder, disappearances ends up in a septic tank.
Yes.
That's what you say.
This in my statement.
So you told this court, now you already have that one in mind. Anything to do with murder ends up in septic tank. You said, the minute, you said you received that file on
31st.
31st August.
Yes.
And the minute is for?
Which minute are you referring?
You told this court,
Yes.
you received the file on the 30th. Then on the 31st, the commissioner homicide made a note. If I captured it wrongly, you have the file.
I know.
There.
The record is not only mine, even court has a record.
Yeah, that's what you say. It's 34. Or the
31st of August, my lord.
B34, that's coming out.
It's in the file diary of investigation. It still reads the same. Council, can I get the reference of where you're deriving that from?
You confirm before this court that it's in your state.
I am requesting you have a copy.
Did you write a statement to the effect that all murderers in Munyenga who ends up in a septic tank?
No, it is issue 30th. This is what I want to clarify.
What is the date of your...
So by that time, A2 had resurfaced.
Yes.
the best of your recollection, when did you call A1 for conference?
My Lord, I beg to refer to the diary of investigation. It was
I
documented.
told you you were there, how you were there at the same time.
My Lord, under B38, it is clearly indicated that on 2nd of September 2021, A1, the company of Okero Charles, reported to the office at CID headquarters for a case conference. And B part of that B38 says that in the course of the conference, it was resolved that the investigation be widened to include company management and other stakeholders, and also to trace the neighborhood of A1, trace or search the neighborhood.
Before we come to that search,
That is all under B38.
yes, before we come to that, you are inviting A1, you are here with your care,
Yes.
correct?
True.
Did you produce A2 that meeting?
My Lord, A2 was not part of the meeting.
When you are planning under that meeting, did you want to be
B38 was the actual day of the meeting, but the meeting for press conference was under B37.
when you are planning, among others, to go and conduct a search in the 6th, 7th, the police searched the residence. Were you aware? Say yes or no.
My Lord, I was not aware. If there is where the reference, you can point and we go through together.
Are you also aware that apart from the residents, the entire area up the lakeside was mobbed by police and the residents and the locals in the area on 7th and 8th? Are you aware?
I got to know of the search in the neighborhood, but not in the residence.
Yes, in your statement, you told court that that on 7th, from your anonymous source, you learned that A1 wanted to escape from the jurisdiction. 7th of January, 7th of August, September 2021.
Yes.
Anonymous call, anonymous source.
Yes.
Did that anonymous call tell you how he got information from A1 that he was going away?
My Lord, the anonymity, we agreed that it would remain anonymous. It was up to the investigators to follow and establish.
Yes, we don't want to know his name, but we shall get to know later. But we are saying, during the course of your discussion, did he tell you that he was going to run away?
My Lord, it's true. It's true.
Did he tell you where he had gotten the source?
Yes, my Lord.
Yes. Where had he gotten the information?
The person who provided anonymity said he got information from A1.
There are two things here that I need to understand from you. Did he tell you that Onebe was running away, or that Onebe was sick and been diagnosed with cancer?
My Lord, the anonymous information was that A1 was planning to move out of the country.
When you called A1, how long did it take you to appear before you?
My Lord, I may not be precise on the time frame, but around 2 hours.
Around 2 hours. Before you came, how long had you known? Had you landed on the information that you wanted to escape?
We had known the information in the morning hours.
In the morning hours.
Yes. When we reported to office, that was around 8
You got information around 8
in the morning. Yes.
in the morning. That means after 2 hours, by 10, you came to the office.
Not immediately. Remember, I told court that we first moved around, dressing for A1. Then when we came back to office, having failed to get him, and having called the informal border station, is when the ASP took a personal initiative to call direct. But in our movement, we reached at President King as one of the places we suspected him to have been, but he was not in office.
From there, you went back to office.
Not going back to office, we also started coordinating with some of our other sources. Not from office, but in the purpose of suspected him to have been, our sources told us he was not there.
So your source at the office said he was not there?
We reached the office personally, but we also had other human contacts who are our informants whom we are getting in touch with.
So when he appeared, whom did you come with?
My Lord, the day he appeared,
that very day, the way you suspected him
yes,
flying.
I may not recall the person he appeared, but he came.
With your source?
He came to office.
Did he come alone?
I cannot recall whether he came with another person, but he came to the office.
Penyekanyo ikarmo ne jolo biru kene enu ngature no konferete po yepa ento epoye ni yatero biru.
So you told this court that when he came, you interfaced with him, you said you want to run away, blah blah blah, and then eventually you caught him with travel documents, correct?
Yes.
Do you know what the travel documents are?
And it's a no one, it's a passport.
Yes. Now that I move with my passport, am I about to run away?
Not necessarily.
Where was he going? According to your source.
My Lord, he was going to Agakan from the source that he was running out of the country, but from what I got from him, from A1 during our interaction, he was going to Agakan University, Teaching Hospital, en route to United Kingdom.
So his last destination was supposed to be UK?
Yes.
My Lord, I have a copy of the passport.
That's sufficient time.
So this gentleman's destination was the UK.
Yes.
So this court, that passport, there was a valid visa to allow A1. You can even project it if it's there. Project it.
It is not here.
It is not there?
No.
Where is it?
My Lord,
Where is it? You have it or
I
not?
don't have it.
Correct. Tell this court, because I know for one go to, did you look at his car? At his car, the car he was using that day.
I did not.
So you can't tell whether it was service to travel or not. Can you?
I can't. My Lord, P7 here is the medical referral document from French Polyclinic. It's the ultrasound scan report
Okay.
from the hospital.
Those two documents, were they also for travel?
These are medical
Are they
documents.
travel documents?
These are medical documents.
They are medical documents. So P7 and P8 are medical documents, not travel documents.
No.
You still trust the anonymous informer that A1 was running away?
I do.
Are those documents?
Yes, I do.
Penyekanyo could give me a report chairman for the
After retrieving those documents, you arrested him, correct?
Yes.
When was that?
That was on 7th of September 2021.
And you had the headquarters, correct?
True.
And you had been facilitated, right? To
Yes.
investigate the case, correct?
True.
You had done your case conferencing,
It was done.
and you had assembled all your means for investigations, correct?
Investigation had taken off.
Yes. Where was Edu?
A2 was at Kabalagala.
And where did you put A1?
A1 was put at Jinjaro.
What was the special reason?
Because at that time A1 was not yet re-interviewed by us and statement documented. We only had a conference or conferences.
The whole week, you had an interview to A2 and he's in police custody. And you're investigating murder.
Yes, but we had talked to him, we met him, but we had not yet recorded a statement, but we had interviewed him.
But you said the next day you went to conduct research, correct?
Correct.
With a predetermined mind that the cases in the Vienna ends up in a septic tank, correct?
Not correct.
The statement that for you, the moment you go to this file, and they mention the murder, because you handle similar related cases, they end up in septic tank. It's in your statement. Look at it. Look at both statements.
Maybe you refer me to the page.
No, look at the
For
statement. No, I know. We are ready to state a date here.
You gave him
Cases of Muyenga and Munyonyo are associated with bodies being recovered from septic tanks. We picked interest in checking in the septic tank, but the IPSO timbers could not allow.
Okay.
Can I continue?
No, that's where I wanted us.
Okay.
Are you the only man with experience?
I'm one of the experienced people.
How did it take long? Why did it take long? Almost 8 months checking the septic tank. Those other men.
My Lord, I don't want to share other people's experience, but I take over from where I've been entrusted.
So am I right to say that by the time you took A1 from Ginger Road, taking him to Kawaragala, assembling whoever was there, the fire brigade, the SOCO, all that team, you already had a preconceived mind that the body is there after 8 months, correct?
Not correct.
Am I right to say that you had a preconceived mind?
You are wrong.
So am I right to say that by that statement you were a liar?
I'm not a liar. I'm very honest in my statement.
Very honest.
Very honest.
Now that you're honest, who assembled the team for the search?
My Lord, I was working with a team leader,
So it's the team leader or you?
and the team leader instructs the teammates. If we have not agreed, he can give instructions. Yes, we agree collectively. It was our team leader, Detective ASP Ocho.
You are now going to the scene.
Yes.
The team is assembled at Kabaragala. Correct?
Not correct. My Lord, I informed this court before that we left from CID headquarters, reported our presence to Kabalagala, which is a policing area, and informed them of what we intended to go and do at A1's home.
I acknowledge that the whole team from police headquarters were reported to Kabaragala.
Yes.
The SOCO that visited the place was from
My Lord, from CID headquarters, not police headquarters, to keep the record
I
right.
know it's okay. So you reported at Kabaragala.
Yes.
The SOCO was from Kabaragala.
Yes.
Then fire brigade was from Kabaragala.
Yes.
Everything was done within Kabaragala.
Yes.
Correct?
Correct.
A2 was at Kabaragala
Yes.
at that time
True.
and is before court.
Yes.
Where you are heading was a place where where A1 and A2 used to reside, correct?
Correct.
Kana no iboru ne yere obero kana me o Mr. Nebe very yere kere yino de porgoni intiuda yere.
And where you are going to search, that's where A2 was picked from, correct?
Yes.
And he was being held for murder, correct?
Correct.
And where you are going is the exact place where the deceased used to reside, correct?
Correct.
When you are going for research, why did you leave him at Kabaragara? That's A2. Why did you leave him at Kabaragara?
My lord, the search was going to take place at the residence of A1, but it was not the residence of A2. So we left him because A1, based on information we had gathered and our interaction with him, had even informed us that he knew where A2 passed through. 2 was that at the residence, the guard who had arrested A2 was still there, and we had not yet met him. So we first wanted to meet him and also get this side of the story of how A2 came back.
I believe in that statement, he indicated where he had been or where he was residing for the past 2 or 3 years before the incident, correct?
There was some statement he had made.
Yes.
Yes.
In that statement, where was his residence?
He said he was working and staying at the residence of A1.
At the day the alleged disappearance of the person you are looking for,
Yes.
where was he? In that statement.
At the residence of
Yes.
A1.
What special reason that led you to leave him at the police station, then you go with only A1?
We first wanted to deal with A1, and if there is any new information that warrants us taking A2, we would take it.
He invited the relatives of A2 at Kabaragara for that mission.
My lord, when we reached Kabaragara, I found children of A1 at Kabaragara.
Openyenga modu warrior nebe Kabaragara. Elfoni any kind metuno kunasha emu tino Onebe kunasha.
And there were others whom I didn't easily identify.
Did you find out how they reached Kabaragara?
I did find out.
When you are visiting that scene, having left A2 at police, was any of his relatives informed?
Where is A2?
A2, yes.
No.
Who remains at police, he is a suspect, whatever you treat him, now you go with A1.
Yes.
When you reach A1's residence, I know you are a junior person, and I know you are acting on orders. Who took charge of the scene?
The team leader.
I know the order of the team leader is not discussed, correct?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yes.
I also know that when you visit scene of crime, say like in this matter, the owner of the premises is at liberty to take you at free will wherever he wants in the premises, correct?
Yes.
Now that you have many officers in that place, whom did you hear ordering A1 take us straight to the shop, to the septic tank?
My lord, I didn't hear a specific person giving orders, but the team leader was guiding us through the exercise.
Okay, so the team leader guided you. It's okay. It is okay. The team leader guided you. Go straight to the septic tank.
That is
And
not-
I wouldn't blame you because you already went with a predetermined mind that the body is in septic tank.
My lord, that's not true.
Penyo ni mano ikana me buru chungu lebe. Na me obiro okwanya kwero me koko ni mano ne wongi se titan. Eno ko ni gin mo yo ti jo apol to pedo ko ya ba. To dara me buo gi kweda ni munantia kome like jote wona ni.
You tried to raise a theory here that when you reached home, A1's place, there were no keys, correct?
Correct.
You had to wait for the keys.
Yes.
Just lead me through. I'm also aware that when you are conducting a search, or when you are recovering to exit, or when you are arresting a suspect, you have a right to break through or to use reasonable force to recover exhibit or to arrest a suspect, correct?
Correct.
Why was that force used? To enter the house first, but the mind went straight to the shop pit. Why?
My lord, laws are there, but laws are used rationally.
So
The A1 had not refused us to access his premises. He only told us the key was not there, but if it is brought, it's going to open. So there was no reason hurrying to break when the key was being brought.
you went straight, you are guided to go straight to the shop pit.
No. As I told the court before, that as we were waiting for the key, the team leader told A1 to first show us where A2 passed through to enter into his premises.
Yes.
And this was outside the gate. He took us.
Up there. Up.